It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, do not adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Respect yourself and others will respect you. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach people. To see what is right and not do it is the want of courage. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. To study and not think is a waste. To think and not study is dangerous. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Respect yourself and you will gain the respect of others. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the 3 universally recognized moral qualities of men. When prosperity comes, do not use all of it. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. The superior man thinks always of virtue, the common man thinks of comfort. Ignorance is the root of all evil. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Only the wisest and the stupidest of men never change. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. He who excels in study can follow an official career. The cautious seldom err. Study the past if you would define the future. Virtue is more to man than either water or fire. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute, the man who does not ask is a fool for life. The superior man is firm in the right way, and not merely firm. The noble-minded are calm and steady. Little people are forever fussing and fretting. When you see a good man, think of becoming like him. When you see a bad man, examine your own heart. A youth is to be regarded with respect. How do you know that his future will not be equal to our present? The superior man is distressed by his lack of ability, not by the failure of others to recognize him. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. The more you know yourself, the more you forgive others. The superior man is easy to serve but difficult to please. The inferior man is difficult to serve but easy to please. To govern is to correct. If you set an example by being correct, who would dare remain incorrect? Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know men. He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and all the stars turn toward it. The superior man does not set his mind either for anything, or against anything. What is right he will follow. The essence of knowledge is, having it, to apply it, not having it, to confess your ignorance. If you look into your own heart, and find nothing wrong, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. He who wishes to secure the good of others has already secured his own. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. A gentleman seeks virtue. A small man seeks land. A gentleman seeks justice, a small man seeks favors. The superior man is modest in his desire, and generous in his giving. Learning without practice is meaningless. A man who reviews the old so as to find out the new is qualified to teach others. The cautious seldom err, and the patient seldom fail. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. The superior man is dignified but not proud. The small man is proud but not dignified. He who wishes to be rich will not be benevolent. He who wishes to be benevolent will not be rich. Virtue is not solitary, it always has neighbors. Do not worry that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. The virtuous man is driven by responsibility, the lesser man is driven by profit. The wise find pleasure in water, the virtuous find pleasure in hills. The wise are active, the virtuous are tranquil. To see what is right and not to do it is cowardice. He who acts with a constant view to his own advantage will be much murmured against. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. The superior man seeks what is right, the inferior one, what is profitable. A fool despises instruction, but the wise man seeks it. The virtuous man is at peace with himself, the small man is always full of distress. When wealth is centralized, the people are dispersed. When wealth is distributed, the people are united. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world. Learning without thought is useless. Thought without learning is dangerous. The superior man is slow in speech but earnest in action. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. A man should demand much from himself, but little from others. The superior man is not a utensil. Ignorance is the curse of God, knowledge is the wing wherewith we fly to heaven. The superior man is friendly but not familiar, the inferior man is familiar but not friendly. To see what is right and act against it is the beginning of corruption. The superior man makes the difficulty to be overcome his first interest, success only comes later. When we see men of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. The superior man is distressed by his own lack of ability, not by the failure of others to appreciate him. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in danger. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. The wise are free from doubts, the virtuous from anxiety, the brave from fear. The scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles, and be moving continually to what is right. If a man keeps cherishing his old knowledge, so as continually to be acquiring new, he may be a teacher of others. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. The object of the superior man is truth.